and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when you're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. I was screwing up. Hi, everybody. It's Thursday. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show. Good to see you. We're live coming at you on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Share the link to this show on all your socials. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Lots of great shows. We got a full day today. We're back. Treading Water is back today. My True Crime Obsession is back today. And Primal Scream with Nick Raystone is live tonight. All sorts of great stuff going on here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. It is, now we've been off, we've been off a lot lately, and we're going to be off again next week. Our schedule's just been nuts around here. But it is Thursday. Brandon Lackaruba will be in that chair in a few minutes, and it is Tony versus Food Day. It is. I don't know what he's bringing. I have absolutely no clue. I haven't really had much contact with Brandon in the past couple weeks. Yeah, it was nuts. I had jury duty last week and the week before. I haven't seen Andy in a few weeks because Andy had a family wedding. Then I had jury duty. It's just been, we're out of sorts around here. But Andy returns tomorrow. Not only does Andy return tomorrow, but zooming in with us will be the one and only Chris Monty. Chris Monty will be zooming in with Andy and I tomorrow, which I didn't even tell Andy yet. So, Andy, if you're watching, Chris Monty will be on tomorrow. John Rusiello is watching. Good morning to you too, sir. Hope you're well. Hope everybody's well. Oh, we also have Circling the Drain. I don't know what's been going on. We have been, for some reason, their show and Treading Water. For some reason, when we stream live with those guys, it doesn't get the show going. We can't seem to stream live with them. I'm not really sure what the problem is. But Circling the Drain did record their show last night. You can see it today on our YouTube channel at 5 o'clock. But then it's on YouTube. You can watch it whenever. That's the beauty of it. So I'm just stalling because I'm waiting on Brandon. But that's all right. I mean, I guess we can do other things. Oh, what's the latest on the Powerball? Anybody know? I forgot to check. Last night it was like, wasn't it over $1 billion? Billion, I said. I think it was over $1 billion. $1 billion. Yeah. So if anybody knows what happened with that, let me know. So we're back today. So we haven't done Tony versus Food in 2 weeks. We haven't been here on a Thursday in 2 weeks. Next week we won't be here either because I'll be heading out to England to go see our pal Elio. Elio's latest tour opened. The first show was this past Monday. I believe he's done one or two others since, and from what I can see, it looks like it's going great. We don't talk much while he's on tour because he's a busy man. But from what I've seen on social media, it looks like it's off to a great start. Elio does this thing. I've talked about it till I'm blue in the face on this show, but he does a Billy Joel songbook. But then he also does. He's been going around separately performing Billy Joel full albums, and he'll do two at a time. He'll go on tour, with two albums. And he's done them all. This tour, this is the last one. He's performing the final two full albums. He didn't do them in order. This tour will be Billy Joel's first album and Billy Joel's last album. So the first album was called Cold Spring Harbor. It has She's Got Away and Everybody Loves You Now. Those are probably the songs everybody knows from that album. And then the last album was River of Dreams. So River of Dreams, All About Soul, Lullaby. A lot of great songs that a lot of people know. And as special guests, he brought in two musicians who played on the first album, Cold Spring Harbor. Drummer Reese Clark and guitar player Don Evans, who both have been on the show. And that's why I'm going. I last went to England in October of 2016. That was my first and last time there. Sally and I went and had an absolute blast, and we saw his Billy Joel songbook show. So that's why I'm going next week, because I've never seen any of his full Billy Joel album shows, and since this is the last one, I figured, you know what, I better get over there. So I'm leaving next Wednesday, late Wednesday, which will have me arrive there early Thursday. So I'll probably go to my hotel and sleep. Go see the show. And then sometime Friday, I come back. It's a lot of traveling for one concert, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to see Elio. Elio also has Amy in his band, his lovely partner Amy, who's been on the show a bunch of times as well. She's performed with Elio, here and there throughout the years, but this is the first time she's fully in the band, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. I like I said, so Elio and Amy, and I know some of the guys in the band. I know the special guests, and then there'll be other people that I've gotten to know in England. My pal Carl Wooden will be there. He's from Philly, but he's going to be there. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it'll be worth all that travel. And I'll be home Friday, and then hopefully after that, I think for a while there we're off to a normal schedule after that, because it's been nutty around here. You know what it is too? I've been at White Post Farms, so that throws my schedule off too, because those are 2 full days during the weekend. It's amazing how much time you lose. You want to catch up on things, or do whatever you need to do. So then when you lose those 2 days, you still have. Everything else in your life doesn't stop, so you still have to handle all that stuff, but you lose, 20 hours out of the weekend. And I'm not complaining. I have a great time at White Post Farms. But it's weird. And it also just, and I'm on my feet. Well, I'm on my foot the whole time, and I'm talking, and I got to be full of energy, and I'm beat, man. I'm beat by the end of the weekend. But it's been weird too, because we've had so much rain here lately. We've had 4 rainouts at White Post Farm so far, and it's only been going on for 3 weeks. We've had 4 rainouts, and now this weekend it looks like it might be a washout again the whole weekend. So that would just be crazy. I mean, we're at the halfway point already. We only have 3 weeks left of it. So, but even that, there's an upside, because then, like I said, you get to live your normal life. And Saturday afternoons, my daughter is in her special needs bowling league, which is one of the negatives about being at White Post Farms, because I missed that for those 6 weeks. But that's a positive when it rains. I get to go check out the bowling. Fremder, hello, Fremder. We're about to board the plane. Please enjoy your air travel. Arrival time will be 3:05. That was a lot of work. I give you credit. I give you credit for thinking about all that to get to the 3:05. Most of you probably don't even get that joke. It's all right. It's only Fremder. Fremder, how you doing, pal? Everything good with you? Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you've been enjoying. I've been posting, old shows during this time slot, just to keep you guys, in the mood, keep you in the routine so you don't forget me. And I guess I'll do that again next week. I'll put on some more old shows. But I hope everybody's well. Again, we're just hanging out, waiting on Travis. Travis and Hugh today at 1:00, if we can get them live. If not, it'll be on around 2:30 somewhere. Travis and Hugh. They do have special guests today. I don't know who they are. But I meant to say we're waiting on Brandon. Oh, there he is. I didn't even hear any doors open. Wow. Why, you're still wearing shorts?
Shorts and flip-flops.
Shorts and flip-flops. What are you, in Florida? You just smacked your arm against the wall. I saw that.
I'm in so much pain, Tony. I don't know why you'd bring it up. What's going on,
hi, pal.
man? Hey,
good to see you. It's been, 2 weeks?
I don't know. It's been so much time. I miss you, man. What's going on?
I miss you, too. You tell me. What's cooking?
Oh, what's cooking?
That was not on purpose.
All right. I wanted to do you a favor.
Oh.
So I need you to go into this with a positive mindset.
I'll try.
There's no cheese.
Okay, that's a
it's
plus.
All ingredients I know you like. However, I am starving and I'm prepared to eat this whole thing.
That's
So,
fine.
Look, we're a little gay. He's gonna take a bite. I'm probably gonna eat the rest of it. It
well,
doesn't mean we kissed.
Right. Well,
Doesn't.
yeah.
I forgot to grab a knife. So we're just gonna basically make out. So this is your bacon, egg, and cheese redemption.
Okay.
Because I just figured I'd get you the in between, the layer of like reasonableness of a regular bacon, egg, and cheese, and you just eating plain bread. So I feel like this is the reasonable middle ground. It's 2 scrambled eggs,
Okay.
sausage instead of bacon.
Okay.
She didn't like the bacon.
Right.
If I recall, he's like, it's all grease, man.
Yeah, I said it tasted like cardboard. I said with grease.
Cardboard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, no cheese,
All right.
no toppings.
I don't think I've ever had sausage.
So it's basically just spiced hamburger. Is a way to think about it.
Spiced
Just seasoning.
hamburger.
A lot of white pepper in there. Usually,
That's
American
racist.
breakfast sausage is based on the Irish banger, which is one of their words for sausage.
Really?
Yes,
That kind of makes sense because you use your sausage to bang.
he gets it, ladies and gentlemen. He gets it.
Is that right? Really? That's not really why they call
I have
it
no
that.
idea. I don't know.
But they really do call it that?
Bangers and mash is a very popular sausage and potato dish from the old mix. They can call me a guinea. It's okay. We have an understanding. But yeah, no, dig in, man. It's good.
All right.
I gotta take my braces out. Sorry, everybody.
All right. Well, I'll just rip off a piece so that you can have the rest because I know you're.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh, so
Sausage,
that's
egg,
not
and
cheese.
bread.
That's just the egg
That's
I'm
just
looking
egg.
at.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even see
there's
I don't
no
even see
cheese in there.
sausage.
But this is like a thing you could get and be normalish.
Normalish.
Yeah. You should have heard when I ordered this on the phone. The lady at the cow was just like, "You don't want cheese, you fucking weirdo."
You're
Well,
working in a cow, lady.
toast.
Who's a toast? Good to see you, pal.
Right back
All
at you. Now for me, it's good. There's not a lot going on, but the basic things in there are good. It's a good sausage patty. It's a normal ass sausage patty. You'll get it at every deli in New York, which is weird when they fuck that up. I went to a breakfast stand in the city, and I think it was like a halal stand, so they couldn't do pork sausage. So it was like a weird beef sausage with like a really hard casing on the outside. I was like, that's not breakfast sausage. But this,
See, this is how simple or stupid I am. Sausage is usually, almost like a hot dog looking thing. I didn't even know that they came in patties. I didn't even know that.
it's just a thicker.
You made
It's
yourself
just got
laugh.
more girth.
Yeah, maybe I'm just knowing
So
that
the
from looking in the mirror.
whereas like a hot dog would be like this.
Right.
We're talking about big sausage like this, and then you slice it thin.
Same
deal.
Right.
Same deal.
Look at it. I'm even taking a. I'm going to finish this piece.
He's gonna finish a quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We good. Would you like half of this?
No,
right,
that's
all
yours.
right, all right.
That's yours.
Fine.
I don't like it
I
that
thought I
much
got
that I
it.
would have more.
You don't. Well, tell me about it. What do you like? What don't you like? What's
The
going on?
pepper is ruining it.
The pepper is ruining it.
I do. I can taste the
It's
pepper.
the
I don't-
reason we exist on this continent. Was
Oh,
like,
wow.
was like homies need spices.
That's it right there. The spicy. I don't like the spicy. My tongue feels like it's
but
burning.
it's pepper. It's like a baby's first spice. So again, if we expose you to black pepper, everything else, the domino effect might start.
I had Sean Elliott in here on Monday. That's
Mm-hmm.
all the black I need.
Said like a man from Nassau County.
Do you know Sean Elliott?
I don't.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Oh, he's a comedian. He's new around here.
Okay.
He's in a wheelchair. Maybe that helps you.
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Yeah, he's a very funny guy. Yeah, a little too spicy. My tongue feels like it's burning.
Black pepper, ladies and gentlemen. Remember something funny? I was out to breakfast a couple of days ago, and I just I'm not usually a big black pepper guy, but I was just going to town on it.
Wow.
And it was like the really cheap, like Restaurant Depot black pepper, very fine. So instead of it landing on my food, it was just making a big ass cloud, and I Tom and Jerry'd myself. I made myself sneeze. I didn't even know that was a real thing. I thought that was just like a cartoon thing, and then it happened to me, and I was like, well, fuck.
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
My tongue, I just had all that water. My tongue still feels like it's burning. I'm such a weirdo. It's crazy.
See, I don't know if the word's weirdo. I think when it comes to spice, it's the proper term is wuss.
Pussy, wimp, wuss.
I like wuss because
You like wuss?
Yeah, pussy feels like a extra elevation of that. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, at least not yet. The program just started.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to do that.
But that's the thing, man. It's the more you are exposed to any sort of spice, the more it becomes a weird, fun game where you enjoy the pain. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I just know I dig it.
But you don't feel like your tongue is burning.
No.
Yeah,
It feels like dancing on my tongue, Tony. Dancing.
Yeah. And I think, well, I'm also a little off this morning. Last night we
going
had the we rehearsed for the Murder Mysteries Wednesday night.
Got it.
So I was at Eric's house. He's got 2 dogs. He's got a German Shepherd. They're both the sweetest dogs. A German Shepherd and then this little thing. I don't even know what he is. But he's a puppy. This little guy. He's a puppy. He came running up to me. This dog does this thing where he'll run up to you, and then just like he'll press like the side of his face and neck and body like against your face, almost like he's hugging you.
Nice.
So it is. It's cute and it's funny, you know. But he must have and he'll stay there. He'll just stay there and press against your face. So, and he must have done this to me. It had to be like 8 to 10 times last night.
Yeah,
and
the
he
Leaning
was
Tower of Tony. Really...
Exactly. But then after a while, I'm feeling like all the I look down, I see all the hair on my shirt, and I'm like, oh no. Sure enough, I mean, I finally started pushing him away because I just knew I was gonna feel it. And sure enough, 5 minutes later, my eyes started to get irritated. My nose was getting all clogged. And I was like, son of a bitch. So, of course, I was coughing and sneezing. But now, I mean, but it's been long enough. I've been, that was, 12 hours ago, more than 12 hours ago. But I'm still a little stuffed up, but my throat has been bugging me.
Are you usually allergic to dogs?
It has to be like that, where they're up against.
They're really,
yeah.
Okay.
Like I once felt, the last dog I had, we have a dog now, but the last dog I had, I was sitting on the couch and he came up and he joined me and I ended up falling asleep. So for 2 hours, my face was against him, and yeah, I was sick as a dog.
Yeah. He was exfoliating with a dog,
pretty much. Gross. So yeah, so with a dog it has to be like up close. With a cat, all I got to do is look at a cat and I'm sick, which is fine with me because I hate cats. They're weird. They're too weird for me.
They're more of a roll of the dice. I feel like.
That's why I hate them. I don't like that unpredictability.
Yeah, and I've definitely encountered very cool cats.
Okay.
But you can't bank on that, especially from the whole species. Yeah, they most cats suck. Some cats are cool as fuck. I know a cat with thumbs.
What?
I know a cat.
Yeah.
With thumbs.
Like an actual.
Yeah, he's got a mutant feature where one of his paw digits is an opposable thumb. And next thing they're going to be running for president,
Well, it can't be much worse.
Yeah, certainly will fall down less. They always land on their feet.
True.
But, yeah, his name is Charlie, and he's pretty cool. Shout out to Charlie the cat with thumbs.
You don't have a photo of this?
No, it's a friend's cat. So it's a little rude to take pictures of my friend's pussy, No,
not necessarily.
Without consent, I mean, you're right. It just never occurred to me that I needed a picture of his pussy.
I think Charles would be fine with pictures of his pussy. With Charles
Charlie's the cat.
The cat.
Yeah,
so
yeah. His family might be like, don't photograph our pussy. You never know.
Yeah, when you're thumbing the pussy, yeah, it could be a little weird. Kent Pichelle is watching. Hi, Kent Pichelle. Let's see, going back to read some comments. They're all saying hi to each other. Better than jury duty food. Yes, it was. Better than jury duty food. Andrew Fremder, put Tony in a diaper and a high chair and feed him as you make airplane sounds.
I mean, yeah, but Y'all gotta give him credit. He didn't like cry today.
This was definitely the closest meal we've had yet this is the closest I've been to liking something you brought.
Maybe outside of like the buttered bagel.
Right.
Fucking.
Bangers and mash is definitely legitimately a thing. Okay. You should order banger and mash when you're in England. Maybe I will.
No, just get it behind Governors at like 2 a.m. from the weird guy stumbling through.
True. Plajanos is surprised I'm not gagging. Crying over here over the northern hard roll. That's a hard roll, right? Mail me some, please. Oh.
Did we just get solicited for sex? What's going on?
Yeah, I think that was, code. The hard roll.
Who says it like that? It's just a fucking roll.
Yeah, but Ken Pichelle is down. Where are you now, Ken? I keep forgetting. Alabama? When they don't have hard rolls. They don't have rolls like that down there.
So move.
Well, he actually, he did. He just moved down there.
Bad choice.
Absolutely. I mean, that alone would keep me from moving down there. When I went down to North Carolina with Don Sill back in April, it was all grits and
Mickey D's.
Well, yeah. Shit, I'm having a brain fart. It wasn't rolls. It was like
Heroes.
No. Biscuits. No. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Right?
Yeah, very dramatic.
Usually I use my sauces to banger, says Fremder. Yes.
You know what I have a bone to pick with? The biscuits that you get in the tube from Pillsbury.
Why?
They're just not as good as they used to be.
I agree with you.
They're very like plasticky.
Yep.
There's something about it. I'm like, this isn't real. This feels not real.
Yep, I agree with you.
I gotta check the ingredients. I wonder if it's like the thing I did my manifesto on a few months ago in here when I was just telling everybody how like vegetable oil is bad, because there's no way those things aren't just like half canola oil.
Yeah, I would agree
That's
with
what
you.
I'm thinking. I feel like that's probably what that is. You put real lard or butter in a biscuit, you're gonna get a good 10.
That and the Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies. 20 years ago and further back, they were like
better.
True, soft, delicious chocolate chip cookies. Now, I don't know what that is now.
So Entenmann's, I definitely believe, are the cheapest, like most vegetable oily filled thing ever. Pepperidge Farm was notable because they were like the first people who were like, we're not going to put corn syrup in our bread. We're not going to put vegetable. We're going to make bread. And it's still going to be mass market bread, but it's not going to be objectively garbage. I don't know, man. I think if anybody's out there and you just like don't feel good, I'm no doctor. Don't take my advice. But like seriously, just try cutting out vegetable oils. They're bad for you. They degrade while they're in your body. They kind of rot. And I can't get back into this. I'll waste all the time.
That was in all seriousness, that was a very interesting conversation that day.
Hey, it's where everybody gets heart disease from. It's pretty. And that's the thing. Like, if you think I'm crazy, got a tinfoil hat on, fucking give it a goog, and you'll be like, oh my god.
Give it a goog.
Yeah, I stole that from Mark Norman. I love that phrase of his. Is give it a goog. Yeah. I think he has shirts with that. So I got to give him all the credit. I do like saying it. I say it in my real life. It's good.
Yeah, that is good. And Pepperidge Farm used to make. They used to have the best triple layer chocolate cake. Oh my god, it was out of this world. And they don't make it anymore. That and then Aunt Jemima French toast. It's gone. It's got to be like 5 years ago now where they found some E. coli in some of it, and it just never came back. And this is not Aunt Jemima. She should still be on the box. Bullshit.
I was waiting for that.
No, I don't care.
Waiting for that. Yeah.
I personally thought it was great that they changed it. They took the bandana off her head and gave her normal hair, because the real Aunt Jemima she lived during those times. But she managed, that's a true story, she managed to make a business and do well for herself. So I thought it was a great thing. But I don't care. Call it ass face for all I care. Just give me the product. But it's gone. God.
Said like a true McDonald's fan.
Exactly.
Call me ass face and shove it down my throat.
Yep, pretty much. Tony loves sauces in his mouth, says Andy Pajanos. Well, I haven't seen you in a few weeks, Andy, so guess what tomorrow is. Ken Pichelle, wait, black pepper or white pepper or both? Are you trying to kill Tony? Are you trying to kill me?
We knew this. Man, some people get real big about the difference between white and black pepper. I think they're very similar.
Well, but you did say white at one point. So was it both? Or
I
did
did
you make
say white?
You did at one point say white.
So when I ordered this sandwich,
Yeah.
I asked for salt and pepper. They generally give black pepper.
Right.
I think in the sausage they spice it with white pepper.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I could be wrong, but there's definitely like a specific flavor to both bangers and American breakfast sausage. And they're like very, if not exactly the same, at least very similar. Like I think that's just where our breakfast sausage came from. But yeah, very similar flavors going on. I just know I tried bangers once and I was like, oh my God, it's breakfast sausage. You know, it was nice.
Okay.
It was fun.
I just like that there was white and black pepper in it. You know, it's very kumbaya-ish. And we are the world. Yeah. Jeff Bosey says, good morning, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Hello.
I know a cat with thumbs. Sounds like Brandon went to college with him. Kent Pichelle.
Well, you know me, Tony. You know me.
Oh, Carol Miner's all upset. She missed it. Carol, Brandon brought in...
Yeah, if you're a fan of the segment, this week sucked.
It didn't suck. It was
For
you. It
which
was
means it sucked for everybody else.
It was a change of pace, and
Look at him trying to fucking
quite,
save this.
Quite frankly, I feel I deserved a good sandwich.
After weeks of
Months
making us,
we've been doing this what,
radio deprived. You deserve nothing.
Yeah, this jury duty crap really did kind of screw things up, man.
And you can't even talk about it. You can't even like tell me if you sent that murderer to prison.
It didn't get that far.
Oh.
We were sitting in a room. We went in there one day. They put us in a room. We were sitting in there for hours.
Nice.
And nobody knew what was going on.
Sucking and fucking.
I wish. Nah, were there any good-looking ladies? Nah, not really.
No, it was a jury.
Yeah, true. But this one lady who also happened to be from Hicksville, by coincidence, who I'll be looking for because I'm going to punch her. She just kept complaining the whole time. What are they doing? They're not telling us anything. What are we supposed to do at noon? Just walk out and go to lunch, or do we have to tell somebody what's going on? And she just wouldn't stop. So finally, I said to her, "Hey, look." I said, "If
Beat you with my leg, chill the fuck out."
that I was close to it. I said, the longer we sit in here, the longer it means that they're working on a settlement, and we might be out of here. So, but it didn't work. She was still complaining. Finally, the judge comes in. The judge comes walking in. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it was an assault case. 2 guys got into a fight at a movie theater." That's pretty much all I knew.
Okay.
The judge comes in. He goes,
You know what the movie was?
No, I can tell you.
Details, man. Jesus Christ.
It was the AMC movie theater at Roosevelt Field. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. We're dealing with white trash. I get
And
it.
one of the guys in the fight was an employee.
Oh.
So this guy was suing the employee and AMC, of course.
Hot damn, their stock was doing stuff.
And I wish I could remember the name. The lawyer for AMC. If I could Google this guy, I would. If I can do the goog, is that what it was?
Give it
Give it a goog.
a goog.
I would, because this guy was a dead ringer for Tom Cruise. This guy looked exactly to the point where I did a double take when I walked in. I was like, "What the fuck is Tom Cruise doing here?" This guy was a dead ringer. So anyway, the judge comes in. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury," he goes, "I have to tell you that this case has been going on since 2011.
What the fuck?
He goes, "There's been all sorts of weird twists and turns." He goes, "I didn't even know that I was getting this case until the day before." He goes, "And now there is some evidence missing and a witness is missing." I swear to you, that's what he said. He goes, "I can tell you right now that this case, this trial will not happen for a long time." He goes, "So you guys are excused." So, and of course, people are asking questions. I'm like, "Oh, people," he said, "we're excused. Can you shut up?" So finally, I raised my hand. And I go, "Look," I said, "these are all great questions." I said, "But can we get to the important part?" I go, "The important part being we're allowed to go, and we get credit, even though it didn't finish, right? We get credit." He goes, "Oh, yeah, you're good to go." He goes, "And you will not be called for jury duty again for 6 years.
Nice.
I said, "Where do I get my piece of paper?" They said, "Right over here." I mean, you never saw a one-legged man run so fast. Like, out. Nobody even said goodbye to each other. Nice meeting you. Nice job. Nothing. We just hightailed it out of there, man. I didn't even go to the bathroom. I held it until I got home.
So I'm trying to figure out. We need to figure out what movie they were fighting outside of.
Oh, okay.
It could have been Transformers,
Because,
Dark of the Moon.
Because that's a violent movie and it makes people want to fight?
Oh, yeah. It could have been
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh.
It could have been Puss in Boots.
I hope it was.
Could have been out of movies. Drive with Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Could have been Real Steel with Hugh Jackman. Could have been like no movies came out in 2011. What the fuck is this?
There must have been a Marvel movie in there somewhere.
That's what I was expecting to be the first one because I know Iron Man 2 was either 2010 or 2011 because it was before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies. Man.
Adjustment Bureau. I think I saw that. I don't remember what that one's about. We gotta look into this. It could be this one. No, I'm not worried about this.
I wonder if you put in Fight at AMC Theater in Roosevelt Field 2011. I wonder if a news story would come out.
Let's give it a shot.
That would be wild.
AMC Roosevelt.
So that was the case I got picked for.
Yeah.
I got picked before that for a murder trial. Which was odd because it's a murder trial. First off, to pick a juror, like they bring the whole pool of jurors into the room, but the guy that is being charged with the crime is sitting there. That was weird to me.
I have to interrupt.
Yeah, sure.
There's no trace of this online.
Damn it.
To the point where I'm just getting like results for completely random shit. Eleanor Roosevelt's flight with the first black aviators, NPR. I don't think we're getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
But please continue. I just had to share that.
Oh, no.
That link made me laugh.
That is pretty funny.
Bed bugs, what travelers need to know. CNN.
Good to know.
I wish I was making these up. Google, get your shit together.
How are we going to get the Goog when the Goog doesn't got the Goog?
You tried, and that's the point. The point is that you tried.
Yeah, that was a little Fremderish.
A little.
So I get picked for a murder trial. I'm like, this is going to be weird. And the judge says that this trial is going to last at least a month. I was like, oh, no.
It's a long time. Yeah.
So she said, if anybody has a problem with this, please raise your hand. So I raised my hand. I have to walk up to the microphone. She says, okay. The judge was a lady, nice lady. She goes, all right, sir, do you have an issue? And I said, well, actually, I do. I said, I'm going to be out of town in October. I said, I'm leaving. I think I told her the 17th, even though it's the 18th. I said, but I'm leaving for England for a few days. So I go, yeah, I'm going to be out of town for a few days starting October 17th.
We're going with England.
Well, she goes, just like that. She goes, where are you going? Just like that. So I go.
Where are you going with that one leg?
Yeah, really, it was. Yeah, I thought it was very weird. So my reaction to that, like when things are, it was awesome, and that's exactly how I react when things are awesome like that. So I just went. I go, England, baby, just like that. And you could totally see the look of surprise in her face. Like, this guy just called me baby. Like, I think she was surprised because she's a judge, but at the same time, I think she was aroused. But in my head, I'm like, I just get out of this because I called her baby. Like, she's gonna
fucks a judge.
So sure enough, she goes, I swear to you, she goes, ooh, you take me with you? Just like that. And so now in my head, I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to bang this judge in chambers. So I just went, I go, yeah, baby, you can come. Just like that. And she goes, I have a passport. I lean into the mic. I go, I already said you can come.
Man, Tony got Riz, guys. He's got the Riz.
And then she just looked at me. She goes, you're free to go.
Mans is basking in the glow. Tell me about that judge pussy, that jussy. Tell me about the jussy. The world needs to know. You can talk about it. It's not details of the case.
She can wear the robe and I'll be underneath it. Nobody will know. That would be cool.
You pussy. He didn't even fuck her. He's just going to invite her to be on the show every day of the week.
Oh, I should. That would be awesome.
Well, no, actually, if you could get her on here for a good Thursday, good cop, bad cop sesh, let's do it.
Well, it won't be anytime soon because she's got this murder trial for the next month.
Nah, she can find the time. She's a public official.
I got to look her up. I got to remember her name. I'll have to try to remember her name.
God damn it, Tony. That would be the best story of all time.
That would be cool.
Like, oh, yeah, I got into that Jussie.
I laid down my gavel. Next week, liver and onions. John, what are you trying to do to me?
Dude,
you know what?
I don't want to stink up the studio.
That's perfect, though. Make that for next week because next week I'm in England, so that's perfect. You guys have liver and onions next week, and then the following week when we're back, we'll have roast beef and chips.
Oh, so you weren't lying to get judge pussy?
I wasn't lying.
I just thought you were thinking of like a cool place to go.
Oh, no.
Why are you going to
I'm not
England?
here next week.
What's going on?
I'm leaving next Wednesday. Going to see my friend who is performing a concert on Thursday. Friday, I come back home.
Okay.
Yep.
Fun.
It'll be, it's a lot of travel, but it'll be totally worth it. And I have some friends that are also heading over there. It's going to be great. So, I'm leaving Wednesday night. I'll arrive there Thursday morning, seeing the show Thursday night, and then coming back during the day on Friday.
All right.
Fremder, this is your movie, should you choose to accept it. Ken Pichelle, do you have any reason that you could not be impartial on this jury? Yes, I only do comedic murder. Ken Pichelle. Andy Plagano says, found it. Oh, what? The fight, the assault from 2011?
Send it over, doggy.
Here's the headline. Movie theater manager uses baton pellet gun against unruly patron. Really?
Goddamn unruly patrons.
Fremder, Plagano should be a name for a search engine. Yeah, you're not kidding. Are you serious, Andy?
I think he is. I don't. That guy doesn't fuck around. That Andy
All right.
Plaganos.
Well, let's see. Andy
That's why he's
Plaganos-
the Friday guy.
Andy Plaganos will be here tomorrow. Andy, we're going to be Zooming with Chris Monty tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. Movie theater manager uses baton pellet gun against
Oh, I think it even
unruly. Whoops.
it popped up for a sec where you could just have clicked on it.
Oh.
It did a smart search. There we go.
All right, let's see. Immediately, I'm looking for a date. Oh, April 23rd, 2011.
Victor.
Oh, yes, this is it, because I remember this guy's name.
Oh, man.
Unruly patrons at a crowded theater are not unusual, but are the owners of a movie theaters liable for the injury to an aggressive patron where the responsive actions of the manager were prohibited but foreseeable? This is the Smith Gambrel Russell website. I don't know. Oh, it's the lawyers. Why would the lawyers post about this on their website? I don't understand that.
Might be like illegal. They have to.
On the evening of April 23rd, 2011, Victor Norwood and several friends went to the AMC Lowe's Roosevelt Field 8 movie theater at the Roosevelt Field Mall located in Garden City. According to Eric C. Adams, not the New York City mayor, he is one of the theater managers working that evening, the group was causing a ruckus. Eric Adams must be older if he's using the word ruckus.
It's a good word. It's like Nito. It's got to come back.
They were causing a ruckus near the theater entrance before they came inside. Some group members were hitting the glass entrance doors. Roosevelt Field Mall security guards were notified. They instructed the group to buy tickets to a movie or leave. The group members purchased their tickets and waited in line at the concession stand in the theater lobby when a verbal dispute between Norwood and Adams regarding something Norwood said about a concession stand worker. Adams asked Norwood to leave the theater. A male security guard was with Adams during this time. As the incident escalated, one of Norwood's friends began to get aggressive with Adams. He told Adams to get out of here and mind his business. Adams then removed a collapsible baton from one of his pants pockets and extended it. Oh, this is the porn. This is a whole porn plot.
I'm already like 3 paragraphs ahead of you reading it.
Are you?
I am stiff as a board.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. He kept his baton by his side. He did not swing it or otherwise use it to make contact with Norwood plaintiff or any of his friends. Upon noticing the baton, Norwood laughed at Adams. According to Adams, Norwood also said that he had something for Adams in the car. Whoa. Adams
lube.
Yep. Or, yeah. or a toy. Adams walked away. The incident to that point had lasted approximately a minute. Norwood and his friends asked for and were given refunds for their tickets. Okay, they left the theater, stopping on the sidewalk just outside the entrance. When Norwood and his friends left the theater, Adams walked out and went to his vehicle. Oh, that's weird. Adams retrieved an airsoft pistol, or a pellet gun, attached to a utility belt, and then returned to the sidewalk area in front of the theater where Norwood and his friends had congregated. When asked during his deposition why he returned to the front of the theater, Adams stated, "I'm the manager and I can't leave." He also indicated that he believed Norwood might have gone to his vehicle to retrieve a weapon. I don't know about this, Eric Adams. Sound like you're causing trouble.
Did you know any of this from doing the case, or was this all like you didn't even get this far?
Yeah, we didn't even get this far. I remember their names, Norwood and Adams, but...
and he will always remember their faces.
Right. Then the altercation between Norwood and Adams resumed. The accounts of what happened next differed. Norwood testified that Adams pointed the pellet gun at him. Adams denied doing so. In either case, Norwood and his friends scattered, running in different directions. A security guard told Adams to go back inside the theater. Adams complied and was subsequently arrested.
That hot pepper fucking with his tongue.
Yep. The doctrine of respondent superior renders a master vicariously liable for a tort committed by his servant while acting within the scope of his employment. Oh, my goodness. So he's suing everybody. He's suing Silly.
Well, I like that he's suing the mall, even though the security guard was employed by AMC Theaters. That's kind of funny. Like, we're going to sue the mall, too.
Is that what it said? He's suing the mall, too?
Yeah, that's Simon.
Well, then, all right, but something happened because nobody was there representing the mall.
That's what it says in there. That's
right.
One of the first things that the court threw out. They were just They were just like, the mall has nothing to do with this. Which, I don't know. I want to see Simon Group go down.
Oh, okay. That's the owners of the mall. Okay.
It's just, you know what's weird about Simon, man?
No. Do you know him?
No, Simon's the mall group.
What does Simon says?
They say mall. Come to the mall. They say shop at the mall. No, they just own every mall, I think, on Long Island. And they all are the same and have the same stores, and they got no fucking personality, and they got like, oh, if you're like a member with Simon, you get to park closer to the... Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck this curbside pickup parking. I will park there anyway. It is an open space.
I agree with you on that.
It's one thing if you're going to be like, pregnant lady parking only. I respect it a little bit. I think those bitches need to walk, but
helps
whatever.
Get the kid out quicker?
Sure. Like, but this whole like they're you ordered something on the app, so you got to park close. Like, no, it's not handicapped. I'm parking there.
I like the fact that the malls are all the same, because then I don't have to go to Roosevelt Field Mall. I can just go to the mall closer to my house, and I don't have to drive around.
I mean, Broadway Mall got nicer. Broadway Mall was like rough.
It had a rough patch. I thought it was nicer in the 70s and 80s when I was.
It seems
young.
like 90s and the 2000s.
It was rough.
Woof. Just half closed stores.
Yeah.
Then, what do you call it? The arcade came in and started getting a little better.
Oh, they brought the arcade back?
Round one, man. It's been there for
round
years.
one. Yes, round one. Yes. I'm picturing, yeah.
I mean, this is an arcade. You don't think it's an arcade because it's all Japanese, you fucking racist?
Yeah, give me my Centipede and Pac-Man.
Give him a Centipede and Pac-Man. I want to go there and shoot pool. I like pool.
Yeah, I do too.
We got to play sometime.
Oh, we'd love to do that.
I started playing with Haley. She's super into it.
See, that's kind of hot.
I know.
And is she beating you?
No, I can't let her do that. She beat me a few times.
Yeah, I believe it.
But we play 8-ball. We don't 8-ball is fun and I like 8-ball, but like if you're like when you get good at pool and you get like decent, I feel like that's when people stop playing 8-ball. At least that's when I did in college. They were like, "You're good enough. Stop playing 8-ball." And I'm like, "Okay, fellas." You ever played 9-ball? It's one where you make it's not in a triangle, it's like a diamond.
Oh, no.
And you actually got to sync them in number order.
That I've done, but I've never done the diamond.
Yeah, no, that's fun. And then there's straight pool, where you just keep doing racks and racks as they finish, and like every ball is worth 1 point. So that's when you see the numbers on the side of the table that you roll.
That's
your
what that
straight pool.
is.
And straight pool, arguably, is the most skillful because like every ball is live. It's not like suits, like stripes and solids. You just any ball is a point. So if you leave anything open, it's all you got to hit your shots. You got to set up your next shot.
But what if you don't know what ball you hit? Like, what if you don't know what ball went in?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. The only one that doesn't count as a point is the cue ball. Every ball is just worth 1 point.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Nice. Plagano says, I'm happy my rep precedes me. Carol Miner, Plagano's for the win. Ken Pichelle, I read Andy's headline, but the little YouTube heart emoji was in the way. What? Okay. I thought it said, movie theater manager uses baton pellet gun again.
Yeah, Andy, thank you for this. This is good context.
Absolutely. That was great. I'm actually really happy that he found that for us. Davis is old or in the Wu-Tang Clan. Who's Davis? That was from Andy. I don't know what he's talking about. Ken Pichelle, click on the author, Victor M. He looks more like Richie Rich than Tom Cruise. But Brandon, are you light as a feather, says Bosie.
Nah, I'm a chubby bastard.
Sunvet Mall. FTW. What is FTW?
For the win.
For the win.
Old man.
Yes. I am bad with all that. Sunvet Mall. What? Oh, did Simon own that one too? Is that why you're bringing it up?
I think maybe they're saying it's one of the only ones they don't.
Oh, that was it. Thanks, Rob Seyfarth. I'm sitting here. I said Centipede. I said Pac-Man. I was trying to think of our game, Rolling Thunder.
Ooh, I just watched a movie called Rolling Thunder last night.
Oh, really?
I got to make sure it's actually that because I've been doing this thing.
How weird is that?
I've been naming movies incorrectly lately. Give me a sec.
Andy Plagano says he loves 8 balls.
Nice.
Oh, Davis is the guy who said Ruckus. Oh, got it. Yeah, okay. So Davis is...
No, I saw a movie called Thunder Road. I did it again. I fucked up the movie name.
Rolling Thunder Road.
Crazy. Crazy, man.
Yeah. Rob Seyfarth and I, we used to play Rolling Thunder for hours. These were the old days. You had to bring the quarters.
Yeah.
And we would put our quarters on the machines that that determines who's next. So we would just command it. But Rob Seyfarth kicked my ass every time. It was one of those where he'd be playing for hours because he's so good, and I'd just be standing there. And then then I get a turn for 5 minutes, and then he goes for an hour again because he was. So
dude, that was the worst part about being a kid playing video games with the family. Jesus Christ.
Why? No, I used to love that.
Because when I was growing up, cousins would all be playing the one PlayStation, and you would get a life, and then if you died, you would rotate.
Yes.
And when you were the youngest, you would be like, I died immediately. And then you have to wait 40 minutes to play again. It was garbage.
But that was the beauty of the arcade. You can walk away and go play something else for a while and then come back, and you would see your friends and you would see all the people from school and that was our version of the internet back then or social media because, there was no such thing. So to interact and talk to each other and find out about each other, we had to see each other face to face at the arcade.
All right.
So what was Thunder Road?
Thunder Road. I had to make sure that it was real. I didn't just have a weird nightmare.
It's a great Bruce Springsteen song. Thunder Road.
Who?
Exactly.
Thunder Road is pretty cool. It's about a cop who has a personal meltdown following his divorce and the death of his mother.
Come on, toughen up. You're a cop.
But weird movie, weird kind of chill movie, despite that subject matter. But I liked it, and it was good, and it took a weird twist at the end.
Did you cry?
No.
Who's in it? Anybody we know?
I thought I gotta look up the main guy's name, Jim Cummings. I don't know what else he's been in because I definitely recognized him.
Oh yeah, I'm not familiar with that name.
Yeah, okay.
Well, except when I'm just yelling it out on a Saturday night.
Jim Cumming. Now you know what? There's too many guys named Jim Cummings.
Isn't there? There's another Cumming, another famous. Well, no, there is. Alan Cumming, is that his name? He's a big theater guy.
There's a lot of porn stars out there, Tony. There's a lot of
Burp.
Nice. I do that too. You gotta say burp while you burp.
Oh, yeah,
or
I do.
else is gay.
You know where I learned that from?
What?
I swear to you, this is true. My mother.
I believe it.
My mother would burp and just actually say burp.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could make my ass talk. So it could actually say fart.
There's
That
an
would be cool.
episode of one of my favorite TV shows ever. It's called China, Illinois. It's a cartoon on Adult Swim. And there's a whole episode where one of the main characters' ass starts a stand-up comedy career. So he literally has to stand on his hands, and his ass goes from just like farting and barely making like to like actually doing like shtick and doing a routine. And it turns out his ass is possessed by a demon. And turns out, they look it up in history, that's what Ben Franklin was. He was a possessed ass of another man.
It's crazy.
No, the show is actually really good. It's about the worst college in America, and it follows two professors. They're mentally handicapped 30-year-old student who's the son of a professor, and their TA. And they just hang out and drink and get into crazy weird kerfuffles.
Kerfuffles.
But the dean is voiced by Hulk Hogan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's wacky as shit. It gets surreal a lot and just insane. Like there's a whole episode where God just comes back, and he looks like he's like a caricature of a Beach Boy, and he loves the Beach Boys. And he comes down and he's got 2 stone slabs. He's like, "We're gonna read you these commandments, everybody. Commandment 1," and then it just magically fills in and just chill. It's very good. I can't keep just ripping off that episode, but yeah, watch that show. Get back to me.
Well, the movie Dogma. God came back in the form of Alanis Morissette.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'd be
watch
happy
Dogma. There's a whole
it's a
thing
great
about it.
movie.
It's hard to find, hard to watch. The church made it very hard.
Is that right?
Yeah, those bastards made. They were
I
like,
have the
they're
DVD.
making fun of us. You have it on DVD?
I do.
I think we've talked about this.
Yeah. Do I need to bring it in? Lend it to you?
I certainly wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Because I hear good things. I'm sure it's on the internet. I'm sure you find anything on the
I
internet.
loved it. I loved it. And see, I do have an issue with that, with the church. Like I personally feel God, Jesus, like they have big senses of humor. Big senses of humor. Big sense of humor.
Big dicks on these gods.
Big senses of humor.
Same thing.
I personally believe they're laughing their asses off, and it's
Probably.
fine. And I mean, and plus, all the movie is really basically doing is just kind of questioning things. Chris Rock plays, because there were 12 apostles. Chris Rock plays the 13th.
Yep.
I personally think it's a hilarious movie. There's one scene that I can do without, but I won't say it because I don't want to ruin it for you.
Okay. Would I like it? The scene?
Probably.
Cool scene.
It's just a little gross,
All right. Nice.
but I think you'll like it.
Cool.
But the rest of the movie, I think, is genius. Love that movie.
Speaking of things that the Catholic Church suppressed, I watched a movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called, but it was about the news publication in Boston that proved that they were diddling kids.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Love that movie. What was it called?
And
Oh, shit. What was
Mark
it called?
Ruffalo was the main
Yes.
guy. I don't know what it's called, but it was really good. It was good insight into just how they fucking did that. And you know what was a real trip? You know what I watched right after watching this movie about the Catholic Church? It's like all 2001. It's got 9/11 vibes. It's a good time. I watched the first season of True Detective right after that.
Oh yeah.
So it was just fiction about kid fuckers for way too long. I needed a mental floss after that. It was just too much. I like The Founder.
The Founder was great. Oh, Spotlight is the movie we're talking about.
Spotlight. It was Spotlight. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was worth the watch. There was some tension.
Yeah. The Founder I thought was fantastic. I love that movie.
You know what's funny about Jack Frost is there's a horror movie that came out at around the same time called Jack Frost. And being a little kid on Wikipedia, you look up, you're like, oh, I watched this movie Jack Frost as a kid. And then you're like, and then he murders the children. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I saw Michael Keaton's Jack Frost, and I wish I didn't.
Man, he is so good in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh yeah, man.
Keaton's amazing, man.
Dope Sick.
Dope Sick.
You ever see that?
No.
It's a mini series. It's not just a single movie. Came out maybe 2 years ago, maybe. He probably one of his best performances.
No way.
And it's a very depressing, but excellent movie. Excellent movie. Birdman, of course. I love Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman is worth the watch for sure.
Oh, I love that movie. There's some movies I've never even heard of.
You know what's funny about The Founder is, like, I feel like they marketed it where it was going to be like Wolf of Wall Street, but McDonald's. And then it was way not that. It was just a very laid-back story. There's, the little bit at the end where he shanghais the McDonald's brothers.
Right, yes.
But, like, it was just like, just wasn't exciting at all. And which is fine. I don't think it needed to be, but it's just a funny... I like when they market movies and it's just completely different than what
you're right.
It's just like, just funny.
Oh, My Life. Did you ever see that? Oh, I can't. I'm going to cry just talking about it.
No.
Oh, Gung Ho is great too. Gung Ho, he's a big union leader. Oh, The Dream Team. Oh, there's so many good Michael Keaton movies. I've reached out to him on Twitter, trying to get him on the show, but
he has not reached back.
Bastard.
Well, you know what? Well, let's talk some shit. Maybe he'll respond. Michael Keaton, your Batman movies are some of the worst. You fucking suck as Batman. And it wasn't like your fault.
Michelle Pfeiffer threw up after she licked your face in Batman.
I threw up after watching that movie. It's a bad version of Catwoman. Bad version of Batman. Batman, you know what he can do? Turn his neck. You know what Michael Keaton's Batman can't do? Get laid.
Oh, The Paper. That's a good movie, but it deals with newspapers, so you might not understand it.
It came out the year I was born. Maybe that's why I won't understand it.
Jeez, the year you were born. I was married for a year when you were born.
Gross.
Son of a bitch. Gross.
Any marriage longer than a year is offensive to me.
Well, it only lasted 4 years.
As a 4-monther, all you people with long, happy marriages can go fuck yourself.
All right, let's get to some comments. Oh, I've read most of them. Fremder, I can't wait to see the movie Constipation. It hasn't come out yet. Carol,
I like that. That's a good Fremder joke. That's really funny.
Nice. All right. It's only been the 25th time that I've personally heard that one.
Yeah, that's good though. I like
Carol
that.
Miner says she loves Dope Sick. Yeah, she said it was really good. Yes, it was. Love Carol Miner. Fremder, last comment so far. I heard the guy from Movie Phone just passed away. His funeral service will be at 12 o'clock, 1:30, 2:30, 3:15, and 4:40. Yep.
You know, on the topic of Fremder's joke.
Uh-oh.
Well, I like writing stand-up while I'm taking a shit.
Oh,
because I'm really working shit out. What? Synergy.
Yep, absolutely. I
gotta work shit out, Doug.
So there's a story out of Tennessee, Covington, Tennessee. A 38-year-old mother of two, Alyssa McCommon, accused of raping a 12-year-old boy in 2021.
No, why would you do that?
He allegedly... Now, all right, but here's the part I don't understand. So she's a fourth-grade teacher, this woman, this Alyssa McCommon.
So now it's hot. Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing. The boy woke up to her, playing with him.
Okay.
Because he was staying at her house.
Already quite inappropriate.
Exactly. And of course, they don't go any further. The article I read, anyway, doesn't go any further as to what was this 12-year-old kid doing sleeping at her house?
Yeah, strange.
It's like you're asking for it. Like, what the... So he woke up.
Can't say that today, Tony.
Well,
Next thing you're going to be like, oh, he was dressed in fishnets.
Yeah, right. So she was arrested, but then she was arrested on on September 8th, but then released because she posted bond, but then got rearrested again September 28th because she was continuing to contact the victim. She was texting him, she was calling him. So the judge revoked the second bond because she violated the terms of her release. she bought like a separate phone just so she can contact him.
God, could you imagine being such a fucking broken human being that you're like, my emotional stability is hinging on talking to this 12-year-old that I want to fuck.
You probably won't remember because you're 12 years old. I think it was the 90s. There was a woman teacher who was actually quite good looking. She fell in love with, I believe her student was like 15 or 16. And they started an affair.
Yeah.
Got caught. This woman did not express any remorse. She went to jail. That was it. So they got caught. But then even after they got caught, like they got caught a second time. Like they got caught a few times. And if anybody knows the story better than me, feel free to correct me. But they got caught a few times. She eventually goes to jail for several years. So by the time she came out, he was now legal. So they got married. And then I believe they did end up getting divorced. And I believe she's now dead, if I'm not mistaken. I believe she died from some kind of cancer or something. But, I mean, this was like headline nationwide news for quite a while because they just, both of them just kept, we love each other and, we don't feel bad at all. We're in love. And they just kept getting caught. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had a teacher who married her, like one of her high school professors. College professors. And even that rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'm like...
But it makes a little, depending on the ages, though, it might make a little more sense. Like, if you're in college, you could be 20 years old. The professor could be 26. Like, that's not...
No, I get it. It's just
I'm with you.
It's a power dynamic thing. It's weird. It's like Louis C.K. asking people if they can watch him jerk off. Which I will defend him every time. I don't think that was as bad as the punishment he was given by our culture.
I agree with you.
But it's like a similar dealio where it's just like, would she get an A? Would she get a B+?
Right. No, I agree with that. You shouldn't date your students, but I'm just saying age-wise might not be so bad. But, yeah, Louis C.K., I agree. I don't think I personally don't believe he meant to put these women in the position that they were ended up being in.
No.
But then credit to him because then once he realized what he was doing, the error of what he was doing.
No, he did the right thing.
He went and apologized to these women.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he got caught and it was public knowledge and then he apologized. He apologized before anybody else knew about it.
And then they still took him down with everybody else. Yeah, no,
which is a shame.
I hate that. But the one butterfly effect way that it has affected my life is, and I'm sure we've talked about it in here, but him doing those secret, I'm coming back to doing stand-up shows here is a good part of the reason why I started doing stand-up. So, in a way, I'm happy that man got fucked, but in every other way, I'm not because I'm a big fan, and that was a bummer.
We were in here.
I want to see his movie. But what were you saying?
Yeah, true. We were in here one night when Louis C.K. was doing one of those secret, hey, come tonight, Louis C.K.'s here shows. Nice. The show that was in here was, thankfully, a show that's not here any longer, where the dirtbag that was hosting it had strippers in here. Louis C.K. finishes his show. He walks right by. He walks right past the sliding glass doors. And for whatever reason, the door was open. Probably because the smell in here was probably gross. So the door was open. One of these skanky strippers, she runs out after him, yelling for him to give her a hug. And, I mean, it's just so gross. And plus, I'm sure she's thinking, I can say he touched me or something, and she'll go contact TMZ or some shit. Thankfully, he turned around, looked right at her, and he said, "No, thank you. I'm sorry. I have to go."
I could hear that in his voice. No, thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a little softer and nicer than that. I've been in here a few times when he's been here. He's a very quiet guy, much to himself.
I believe that.
And it's not a poodle, but he has like a little...
He has a little dog.
And
he does.
And the dog is here with him.
That's awesome.
And sometimes he would walk out the back and just walk the dog for a few minutes just around this area and then come back. But yeah, I was so disgusted by this skank slut's actions. I was so mad that she ran out the door chasing him. Yeah, well, anyway. So,
that's a little weird.
Yeah. So now this woman also, this Allison McCommon, she's claiming, although it hasn't been proven yet, but she's claiming she is now pregnant.
She's pregnant?
Yep. But yeah, and now they're looking further because they're thinking that there may have been other students. Apparently, supposedly she admitted in September to communicating inappropriately with former students, that's plural, through online video games, social media apps, where she apparently sent them inappropriate photographs and requested sexual relationships from them. That's crazy shit, man.
Why you gotta bring this up when I just watched True Detective for the first time, huh? Have you seen that show?
No.
You gotta watch the first season. I don't know. Apparently every season's different, and like the other seasons aren't bad, but the first season of True Detective, my God, Tony, like everybody talks. It's like one of those TV shows that you just always hear people.
Oh, I've heard.
About.
I have
Check it out,
heard
man.
people talking about.
Check it out. I want to learn. If anybody out there thinks they could teach me how to talk like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective, I will pay you all the money because it's a very specific way of Matthew McConaughey
Oh, really?
speaking. And he does this thing with his S's where they always like whistle.
Yeah, right.
And it's cool. It's cool.
But
I'm a fan.
That's part of the reason I haven't watched because McConaughey.
It's one of the best things with him in it.
Really?
It's one of those things where you see him in it and you're like, oh, he's one of the best actors we have.
Really?
Yeah, you just got to put him in the right role.
All right.
You
Well,
know?
see, but that's why you got to put him in the right role. A really true great actor can do any role.
I don't believe that.
Really?
I don't believe that because, like, I think typecasting is real. I think you got to factor in what the person looks like and like what they sound like.
I agree.
I agree. Like a good actor does have range, but any role, man.
Look at De Niro.
Crazy.
I mean, look at all the different looks he's had, all the different types of roles he's played. I mean,
I guess.
I think of a movie like Copland, where he's almost unrecognizable.
I don't know that movie. Let me look it up.
Oh yeah, it's him and Sylvester Stallone.
Copland.
Harvey Keitel is in it. Ray Liotta is in it. Yeah, it's a good movie with a really bad ending.
What was bad about the ending?
It's just stupid.
Okay.
We don't know how to end this, so we're just gonna shoot them all up. That's basically what the ending was.
Hothead Superboy, Michael Rappaport.
Oh yeah, he's in it too. Yes.
Accidentally gets involved in an ugly, racially motivated incident. His uncle Ray Donlin.
Yep.
Harvey Keitel, a corrupt New York cop, attempts to sweep it under the rug by helping fake his nephew's death. The bungled cover-up leads to investigations by idealistic internal affairs officer Robert De Niro and Freddie Heffin, Sylvester Stallone, sheriff of the suburban New Jersey town where... Okay. So it's like a corrupt cop crime drama.
Yes.
With Ray Liotta, because he's in all of those.
There's a lot of recognizable faces in this movie.
Yeah, for realsies.
Oh, Andy Plajanos again. Mary Kay Letourneau, and the boy was 12. Wow, it started when the boy was that young. Wow, man, that's insane. But they had numerous affairs, I guess, all through that kid's teens, and then eventually they got married.
Man.
Speaking of Mary Kay, Mary Lou Retton. Did you hear Mary Lou Retton's supposedly on her deathbed?
Who dat?
Mary Lou Retton won a bunch of Olympic gold medals. 1984, I believe it was.
For what?
She was a gymnast.
Ah, okay.
But she was huge. She was on all the cereal boxes and on every TV show. She was like this high. Like there was nothing to her, but she won a lot of gold medals, and she was just like America's sweetheart for the longest time. And this is what upsets me. So apparently she has a rare form of pneumonia. She's, I think, only 55 at this point, something like that. No, late 50s. Rare form of pneumonia. She cannot breathe on her own, so they have all sorts of machines hooked up to her. She represented our country. She has won many, gold medals in representing our country in the Olympics. They're running a GoFundMe because she has no health insurance.
Gotta love America, baby.
That does make me nuts.
Yeah, it's one big insurance scam.
Oh, it's the drug companies and the insurance companies that run this country.
Yeah, no, and
it angers me.
Me too.
It's sad, and I hope she hope she recovers and manages to get health care.
Well, that was kind of like the whole point of the movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about the wrestler whose coach shot him. He was like an Olympic gold wrestler. And
It's a true story?
Yeah, it happened in the 90s, I think, and
I don't recall this.
he won a gold medal or multiple gold medals or something, and could not make money, could not live. And he was hired by, I think Steve Carell plays him in the movie, this weird rich wrestling coach, and he just was a weird dude, and eventually just shoots this fucking poor kid because he just needed money, and he gave him this job at this training camp, and then he got all weird and I don't remember if it was a culty thing or whatever, but let me look this up. I gotta find out.
All right,
Steve.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'll read comments. John Rusiello agrees with me. I totally agree with you, Tony. A good actor can play any role, and I'm not shitting on people who are stereotyped. Like Samuel L. plays the same character in every movie he's in, but it works and it's great. So, and
He's
I love
so good in Jackie Brown.
Oh yeah, Jackie
I love him
Brown.
in Jackie Brown.
Not a big fan of the movie so much, but there's some good scenes.
It's not the best Tarantino movie, but everybody should see it once.
But yeah, he was great. I just watched it 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
I just saw it.
Foxcatcher is what I'm talking about.
Foxcatcher? Never heard of it.
When wealthy John DuPont invites Olympic wrestler Mark Schultz, played by Channing Tatum, moves to his estate, help a wrestling team from the 1988 Olympics. Mark Ruffalo's in that one also.
Wow.
Yeah,
now Ruffalo, that's a great actor.
Yeah, he's great. I remember seeing him in 13 going on 30 as a kid, and I was like, wow, this man sure knows how to act in bad movies.
Yes. Carol Minor says, oh my God, Mary Lou, who dat? I feel so old. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Mary Lou Retton scored a 10, first since Nadia Comaneci. Yeah. And then Ken Pichel said, Foxcatcher. It's about Dave Schultz, right? I'm guessing that teacher graded on a curve, says Fremder.
Oh, yeah. Curved dicks.
The other story I got here today, this little brat in New York City who got what she deserved. This Lauren Pazienza. This little shit.
What do you got?
Well, she was walking through Chelsea Park in New York City. She crossed the street, so she basically targeted an older woman. Saw her from across the street, crossed the street, and got in her face. Shouted obscenities at this woman named Barbara Gustern, and then intentionally shoved her to the ground.
Oh man!
Now, this girl, Lauren Pazienza, I forget how old she is, but she's in her 20s. She was just a dick, and probably having a laugh with some other dick friends. Just because they were able to just yell at this poor lady and shove her to the ground. The problem is, when the lady fell to the ground, she hit her head. Caused a massive hemorrhage to Gus Stern's brain. And Pazienza just walks away. While this poor woman is laying on the ground, bleeding from her head.
Dying.
Right. She died.
No way. Fuck that, man.
Pazienza was sentenced to eight and a half years in prison, which was more than what was expected, and then 5 years post-release supervision. And there's footage of her in the courtroom crying like a little brat when she heard her sentence.
This is good. This is good for society.
Absolutely.
She can go to jail. No, I got opinions for days on this, man, because it's just like the basic idea of don't be a dick in public. Like, it's such a good rule of thumb. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no reason.
I like how you have to add the in public. Why not just don't be a dick?
You fucking only Sith deal in absolutes, Tony.
Great answer.
Sometimes you got to be a dick.
Great answer.
But, like, I was coming home from, I forget what I was doing, but it was the last time I was on the Long Island Railroad, and I was coming home. And I was sitting with my girlfriend, and there's a group of, had to be exactly 21 years old. Just bimbos, man. Just stereotypical, shitty, rich, white girls. There's 4 of them sitting together, and they are just disturbing the peace of this train car. You know what I mean? They are just being loud. They're playing shit loudly on their phone. They're just being dicks. And of all the people in our chunk of the train car, I wanted to say something. I did. I really wanted to say something, but I don't know, man. It's 2023. I'm a loud man. I feel like me barking at like a couple of like 21-year-old girls. It just didn't feel like the thing I wanted to do.
Sure.
I would rather put up with it and be annoyed, just because of the I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was appropriate. So then my girlfriend's just like, "Hey, y'all gonna listen to shit on your phone the whole time, or just like some of the time?" And dude, it was so funny because the whole train car, including myself, rallied behind my girlfriend.
Nice.
And because they were just getting mad back and being shitty back. And everyone was coming to her defense,
which
being
is
like,
awesome.
It was the coolest thing ever. Just like other people talking shit.
And it wasn't really, that bad of a thing to say either.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Right.
It was totally.
You could have went off. You
keeled.
fucking bitch, you shut the fuck up. But you didn't.
But they were really just continuing to be cunts and just being like still being shitty and like talking about us really loudly because we were sitting like very close to them. We could hear them.
Yeah.
So there was a point then when I got up and I'm like, "Oh, you don't think you were being annoying, being that loud, being that shitty?" So I turned my phone flashlight on and I just like point it in their eyes and I was like, "I see how I'm not doing anything to you, right? This is me not doing anything to you. Isn't it good? Isn't it good for you?"
Holy crap!
It was really funny. But it's like all they had to do was just be reasonable people, not be super loud, talk amongst themselves, don't play their fucking TikTok at maximum volume in a public space.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't have been anything going on. But man, this is half the reason I want to move out of here, man. These rich Long Island kids just think they can do that and be this type of person.
All right, but that's where you lost me.
Why?
This shit goes. It's not isolated to Long Island.
I think it's worse when you're raised with a lot of money. I think you're right. I think shitty people exist everywhere.
Right.
But I think there's like this level of like, oh no, this is my train car. Daddy bought me this train car, so I could do whatever I wanted.
But yeah, I mean, but you're telling me a Kardashian doesn't have the same attitude, and they're not Long Islanders. Like any brat that was raised with money. And all right, and I'll backtrack because believe me, there are plenty of Long Islanders who act like the reality Jersey Shore type bitches you see on TV. There are plenty of Long Islanders out there like that, but I do think there's just as much, if not more, nice, normal people here.
Man, I see.
You can disagree.
No, I do. I want to articulate if there's like a reason why I feel this way, or if it's just the bias of living here. But like, I don't, man. It just doesn't feel like it. Because I feel like when I visit other places, you go to the supermarket. Last time I was in Virginia, it was over last Christmas break.
Yeah.
The people, as you're just walking around, are just friendlier. They want to say hello. They don't want to fucking hold you up, but they want to say hello. If you bump into somebody by accident, it's not like likely going to be a raised voice thing. I think here it is. I think there it's like, oh, my bad.
I do agree with you to a certain extent.
Okay.
But I am going to throw in my however in there.
Yeah, hit me.
I've noticed here.
Yeah.
I've taken it upon myself, and I do this actually quite often, and it's been a conscious thing. So I went, it's over 30 years ago. It was the first, my first wife had family in Ohio, so I used to go to Ohio often. And I started dating her when I was 19, and then we divorced when I was 27, 28. So I had, good 7, 8, 9 years with her. So we went to Ohio a lot. And that is what you just said about Virginia. That is where I noticed it too. I was like, wow, these people are friendly. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And it was after going there a few times that I started to realize, well, you know what? There's no reason why that couldn't be here. And there are plenty of people here who are friendly. So, but I make a conscious decision to be the first one. So if I'm walking to the supermarket, I'm walking to a store, I'm walking through here, and I make eye contact with somebody, it's not, it's one of those things where it's just something quick. You just do like a quick nobody cares. But if it's something like for whatever reason you really make eye contact, I'll smile and say hello. 9 times out of 10, they say hello back with a smile. I go to the bank. I go to, DMV, whatever, and I'm smiling. I'm telling you, it comes back. I bump into somebody immediately, even if it wasn't even close to being my fault. Oh, sorry. Immediately. No, sorry, no problem, sorry. I'm telling you, you initiate it, you'll get it right back. I wholeheartedly agree that. I'm positive of that.
But you know what
I can't even speak, but I can say hi.
What I feel like we have here that they don't have in Virginia and Ohio. And like these, they got them in Cali for sure, but not in here. It's just like the ladies that talk like this, and it's like, oh my God,
right?
You actually do talk like this. I'm not even doing it perfectly. I can't fucking do it. It's that like Italian Jewish accenty mix that I'm from New York. All right. So I was on a show Friday that I appreciate you. Billy James put me on the show. It was a fun little night of comedy in Smithtown. But like one of the ladies on the lineup, who's like one of those like moms doing stand up for the first time, and all of her drunk friends come out and go like, "Oh my God, you're so funny."
They're the worst, absolutely.
No, they were the worst crowd. They were being super shitty during everybody's set, except their dumb fucking mom friend from Flemingdale. But like it's one of them bumped into Haley by accident, and Haley did that thing that you were saying where she's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, like I didn't know you were right behind me, I didn't see you." And this just like middle-aged mom fuck just like rolls her eyes and just like, and like I'm glad I didn't see it happen. I don't want to fight a woman at this bar. But like you know what, they don't have those people. Those people who are so insulated in this area, and the money and the bad culture, and those people infuriate me. And goddamn, night of that show, I was just like, you know what it baffles me is that there's no way that they talk like that in their head. There's no way like it doesn't take extra energy to put on that fake fucking Long Island accent. And I don't get guys that are like, are you like, this is not a judgment thing. It sounds like a judgment thing. Are any guys into that? They want that?
I'm with you. They're a complete turnoff for me. I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Where you just like put Y's in random words, like open the door, open the door. Like I don't know what it is. And you could say I'm racist. It's the Guineas too. It's not just the Jews. It's a.
John Rusciolo says 70% of Long Island women are like that. I'm going to disagree with that. That's like a high
40.
number.
It's like at least 40.
I might say 30 or 40, maybe.
It's enough that we need to nuke this place and go somewhere else.
I won't go that far. However, I will say that it is okay to murder that woman who bumped into Haley because really, like you said, do guys want that woman? Probably not. Will anybody miss that woman if you killed her that night? No. I think murder would be justified.
The weird guy that was fucking with her that night wanted to be with her, and he was... I don't even know.
Andrew Fremder, I don't think your smiley rules would apply in Compton. Well, you're not going to see me in Compton, first off.
No, I'd get dapped up. It'd be sweet.
I'm going to disagree. The last Green Room show we did in here a week or two ago, we had Sean Elliott, we had Ivory Fields, and we had a comedian from Atlanta, I believe his name is JJ something. Man, it was the three of them, me and Don, and all we did was make fun of each other racially. We had so much freaking fun.
Good. There's like half of me that genuinely is like, good, we're all being people, and the other half of me is like, Tony's just being like, no, I do have a black friend. He's from Canada. Like, they don't count out there. They're just.
It's funny. This is a stupid story. I'm going to tell you anyway.
Good.
I used to work for Publishers Clearinghouse back in the late '80s, early '90s.
Okay.
And I became friends with a guy who I'm still a little in touch with today. Not a lot, but a little bit. He's black, but that's where I met him. We worked together at Publishers Clearinghouse. Years later, and for whatever reason, he called everybody baby. That was just what his thing. Called everybody baby. So eventually, most people were calling him baby back. So one day...
Wait, like, they would also call him baby, or they would call him baby back?
Oh, no. Sorry. No,
no,
baby.
I had to know. That was
He would
funny.
say, "What's up, baby?" You say, "Nothing, baby. What's up?"
Yeah.
So fast forward years later, I'm working at the phone company, and I'm on a job site in a busy town, and a car goes by, and sure enough, it's him. And he yells out. It was a summer day, and he yells out, "What's up, baby?" And I look, I see that it's him, and I go, "Hey, baby!" Like that. Now all my coworkers are like, "What the
fuck is Tony into?"
Right,
God
exactly. And I didn't live that down for quite a few years. And that's my story. Andy Plajanos, those are all Billy James single over 40 Facebook group people. I wish I could agree with that. I don't totally agree with that. I agree with that to a certain extent.
It's funny before she went up, when he was calling her up, he like alluded to her being a part of this group that I guess
he being Andy. Andy was there.
No.
Oh.
Billy James.
Oh, he hosted.
He hosted.
I forgive me. I don't know who that is. Billy James.
So he has his name is on Facebook. There's like two names. It's Billy James and James Grimm.
James Grimm, I know.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know which he prefers to be referred to as.
That's weird.
Well, it's like any comedy club booker that does that to try to like keep their real identity obscured so they're not getting like. I'm just like, what do I call you? I don't want to break the fucking rules.
Right.
But yeah, he mentioned before he was like, a member of our like little social club group is coming to the stage now.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just this like. Yeah, you know the moms that are either really dark tan, bordering on orange? Mm-hmm. There's just like...
Yep, I know what you mean.
All she was doing was bitching about being old and how she doesn't want to fuck her husband, and I'm just like, write a fucking joke.
Hate them.
You know what's funny? I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy before me, part of his set involved him running off stage and then shouting from the bathroom.
That's awesome.
And then he got back up on stage. Wasn't super funny.
Wasn't.
But then I got on stage after him, and I was just like, man, the comic in front of me stole my jokes. I was going to take a shit during my set.
That's great.
It was a fun night. I had a good time. Thank you for having me, despite my winching.
Well, with that, it's time for us to go.
No!
Thank you, pal, for the sandwich.
You're welcome. I ate most of it, so it's kind of you to thank me.
We will not be here next Thursday, unfortunately. Now, all right, real quick. So, and I don't know if it's all right to even bring this up, but is your broken mic not happening next week?
It is happening.
Next Thursday?
I showed up. I talked to the big man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are likely going to be on the patio, but as long as we have good weather, that ain't stopping us, ladies and gents.
Good. Keep your fingers crossed in for some good weather. And come to Governor's on Thursday, the 19th. Come to the Broken Mic.
Do not go to the Anthony Rodeo show. Come to Broken Mic. If you mention him, I will be personally offended.
Oh, my goodness.
I grew up Italian. No, I'm just kidding. Come to Broken Mic. Come to Broken Mic.
Maybe he'll come judge for a few minutes. You never know.
Maybe.
You never know.
Who knows?
Nicole Narian, Billy Geyer, Dave Attell, Stephen Rocco Perillo, Travis Grant, Mick Thomas, Andrew Kennedy, Rich Walker, Chris Monty. Just some of the names you'll see on a Governor's stage this weekend. And, of course, Saturday night at McGuire's. You can see Knockem Dead Comedy performing in our fun murder mystery.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby. Halloween themed with a costume contest and all sorts of fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's a mob show where a wedding takes place, but we got a little Halloween theme running behind it.
Ooh, I have a cool idea.
I'm listening.
I want to hit you with. So, Huntington Ha-Ha's this month, October 17th.
Very nice.
October 31st. Costume mandatory, 1 year anniversary of starting the Huntington Ha-Ha.
Oh, nice.
I think you should come and do a guest spot, and your whole costume should be a guy with one leg, so that when you actually take your leg off and do shtick, people are just like, man, he really committed to this costume.
Yeah. I mean,
we could do better than that idea, but I thought that was funny.
Publishers Clearinghouse, usually they get locked up for that. What does that mean? Publishers Clearinghouse, they usually get locked up for that, says Fremder. I don't
Half of his jokes, man.
Yeah, sorry.
There's nothing to get.
You liked the one before, so now he's feeling all
No,
brave.
yeah, I know. You can't embolden this guy. You can't do it.
All right, so so go see one of those shows this weekend. Govs.com. Please come to the Murder Mystery, especially to that one, and go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see all of our dates. We got a bunch coming up this fall for the next month or two, and that's it. So Andy and I will be sitting in here tomorrow. Chris Monty will be zooming in. Looking forward to that a lot. All right, so we got Treading Water returns today at 1 o'clock. If we can't get the show running live, because for whatever reason we haven't been able to stream live with that show, we'll record it and then put it up immediately. So if we don't get it up at 1 o'clock live, it'll be probably around 2:30. It'll be posted. My True Crime Obsession tonight at 7, and Primal Scream with Nick Greystone tonight at 9. All of that stuff happening on our YouTube channel. Thank you, Brandon, again. And thank you, everybody.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
Anytime, pal. I'll miss you next week. But then after that, the week after that, we're back to our normal schedule for a long time.
Back?
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
He just gets to sleep in with Haley on Thursday morning. That's a tough
you're right.
one.
Yeah, this is a fucking bummer.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.